Hello, hello! Please let me know if you can hear me, so that I don't make the same mistake I did last time. Which, for those of you who weren't there, the mistake I made last time was not turning on my microphone for a good 45 minutes. Hey! Have sound then. Huh. I can actually see my eyes this time. Usually I can't. Usually it's dark enough that my eyes don't show up. Aenor is apparently acquiring sip, which I'm assuming is a drink. So in the meantime, I've got everything set up. Or at least I think I do. I hope I do. Oh no. My cat has already heard my voice. For those of you who do not know, my cat has been accidentally trained to learn that me talking to someone means I'm going to give her affection. Because I like showing her off to the camera and all that. So now, whenever I try to record audio or to stream, the moment I start doing so, I hear a little merp, and immediately there's a cat at my feet. Which is very, very cute, and also very unhelpful. Especially when I'm trying to record lines, because all of a sudden there are merps in the back of my audio.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hey! So just double checking, chat, let me know if you can hear me, and let me know if you can hear Aenor.
Beep,
So
beep,
that we
beep,
know
beep,
how to
beep,
have
beep,
everything
beep, beep.
going. So let us know while they beep in the background.
Beep, 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 beep. 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 Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Hi. Everything looks to be running alright from my end. I haven't got anything muted. And you are in, or you are showing up through desktop audio.
Fun.
Hi. Do you need something? I know for a fact you have food and water.
The food and water isn't 100% full. Your child will starve.
I think she's mad because I spent time with the dog today.
Cindriarch.
So yeah, today's goal is just to find and obtain the daily party Gordo for the winter holiday event. I don't know how much more I'll be doing than that. Partially because I want to have all the areas of the map unlocked in order to find all the various Gordos. I keep forgetting that my camera isn't mirrored. So I'm moving my right hand and but it's on the left on my screen. So yeah, I'm gonna find the Gordo and work to open up the other areas, so that I can find all the Gordos for each day. There are only 9 instruments, but I want to get all of them. So I'm just gonna keep doing this daily until holidays get in the way, and then after that, it depends on how things go. I am part of the Year Walkers event, which Aenor is hosting, which I will be doing semi-regular streams for on my own without their commentary. So if you're only here for that, then too bad. They do their own streams, whatever.
You can just hunt for me in the Minecraft background.
So yeah, let's get the show on the road, I guess.
Yeah. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Rumor has it that Ajin used to be the CEO of a major insta-food conglomerate.
He's the guy who's obsessed with the stinky fruits, the fantasy durians. Alrighty. So,
what is it with all these ranchers having formerly been rich people?
I mean, we're on another planet. What do you think? So for those of you who are not familiar, the general gist of this game is explore, obtain slimes, create little places for the slimes to stay, and farm them for their plorts, which you can sell or use for slime science, which is the actual thing that it's called. And Gordo Slimes are just giant slimes that you can feed a bunch of food to, and they'll kind of pop, and you can use whatever they leave behind, which can be keys or boxes or various other resources.
Or just like a bunch of that slime.
In this case, the Gordos will drop instruments of some sort. I don't remember how that works. I did it last year, but it's been a while. So yeah. In case you hadn't noticed, my farm is a bit of a mess, and it always has been and always will be, and I've come to terms with that.
You've already speed ran the 5 stages of grief.
I really did.
No grieving, only stonks.
Yeah, I don't have my stonks notes today.
You're just gonna feel it in your heart.
Well, I have them somewhere. I just don't know where I put them. Ah. Oh dear. Found them. Just need to.
You found your stonks?
I found my stonks. I just need to readjust my mouse now.
Yeah, fair.
So I forgot to mention this to you, Aenor.
Yeah.
But my dad did a bit of an oops when it came to Christmas presents.
Oh no.
Because there was a present that I had been talking about getting for ages, and I didn't even think was on the table. And then when I came upstairs and literally found it on the table, I was a bit surprised. Specifically, a copy of Volume 1 of Journey to the West.
Oh.
And it's the Anthony C.U. translation, which seems to be the one that's preferable.
Oh, huh.
I explicitly told him to, like, hide it from me because I wanted to have it as a Christmas gift rather than just, by the way, here's this. But by the way, I have that, I guess. Or will have it quite soon.
Your dad just accidentally funds our Journey to the West project.
Well, it was my mom who bought it. He just didn't know it was a gift for me, so he just left it out on the table.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know how professional streamers do this, where they just kind of find a topic and keep talking about it for ages. Which is weird, because I always thought of myself to be very, chatty, like annoyingly so. And now the moment that being chatty is actually advantageous, I got nothing.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Oh god, my screen brightness. I usually have my screen brightness down to 0 for all of the year, but lately the sun's just been really bright in the morning, so I have to turn the screen up a little bit. And then when the day starts getting darker, I'm like, oh shit, it's too bright. Like, turn it back down to absolute 0.
I think I have mine at like hovering around 20% all the time. But
Fun.
the brightness will vary depending on what kind of device you have, so it's possible that my 25% looks much the same as your 0%.
I keep all devices at the lowest possible brightness that I can see them.
I usually do that with my phone.
Yeah.
Hello there, Wendy. For those of you who were present for the Rwindom debacle, it turns out Wendy is actually a close friend of mine who just didn't tell me that they had a Twitch account now. And specifically and heartwarmingly got a Twitch account specifically to watch me. And literally everything they were saying was a like hint hint nudge nudge, this is who I am. And I sat there for a good 15 minutes like,
who is this? Who are you?
Like I couldn't figure out how to pronounce their name.
Go wild conspiracy.
I went full on conspiracy. Which, I am quite happy to see you, because I know you mentioned you were feeling kind of not great today. So I am glad to see that you are doing better. Why did I put that in the wrong thing? No, not that. There we go.
You just gotta sit there and absorb the beautiful sounds of stonks.
Look, I know this part isn't fun, but it's necessary to keep anything and everything running. So
I'm just admiring the sound design of putting items into things.
Still throwing a horrible? That's not good. I'm glad that you enjoy this, though. I'm glad that I can bring some light to your crappy day. Ah.
Yeah.
Alright, put this in the actual right slot this time.
I've been going through in the org rewrite, doing the entirety of Memento Mori AS, which is like 40 chapters.
Oh, I've noticed. I've seen. How's that going for you?
What chapter am I currently on? 35.
Good lord. Wait, how's this? I would say, like, why do you do this to yourself? But then I remember that I also signed up for Secret Santa thing, and everyone else in the thing is doing, like, they're at, like, I've got 2,000 words, or 3,000 words, and I'm like, I have 900 words, and I'm only halfway done. Or, 9,000 words, not 900.
The writing juice is too strong.
It really is. And it's not, I never set out to write a ridiculous amount. I write whatever comes to mind. I make a little bit of a gap between, you know, stuff happening to make things feel natural. And I sit back and I realize that I've just crapped out 10,000 words. What is this? Oh, that's cool. It's a little thing to help with the decorating stuff.
Eh?
Well, the instruments come in the form of, like, little wind chime things. And it looks like that device can help you store them and clean them up. So yeah, like, oh no, it's gone right over top all my ornaments.
Oh no!
Which then, I can just do this.
Not the ornaments.
And it'll store all the different ornaments I have.
Oh, that's cool.
There are a lot of them. Good lord. Tabby? Question mark. Ah. It'd help if I actually remembered what ones I had. Wait, hold on. I don't have anything. I don't know why I grabbed these. I don't have any use for them. Let's see. So that's this main area cleaned up. Ish.
I thought you were just gonna, like, replace the ornaments, and that was why.
Well, I was, but then I realized, like, I didn't really have any reason to have them there. See ya, Bremines. Hopefully you can, I don't know if you'll be able to rejoin, because I don't know how long this is going to be running for.
The writing juice has just been too strong lately.
It really has.
I completely forgot about my Friday stream because I was too busy on the writing juice.
Goodness.
I had the time to stream. I just forgot.
There was a, Monomy Park, the guys who made this, did a little poll recently of, like, what is your favorite slime and what is your favorite slime, like, skin from the costume pack?
Yeah.
I voted Phosphor... I think I voted Phosphor Slimes for my favorite slime, but then I voted Puddle Slimes for my favorite costume, just because of the little, like, lily pad vibe.
Yeah. The lily pad slimes are just very good.
They're amazing. Man, why did I think it was a good idea to use a mask that has limited vision?
Just, you know, for reasons.
For reasons. honestly kind of annoyed at Biddy for convincing me to do free range for all these guys, just because of the amount of mess it makes, and just how difficult it makes things. Like, no, it's totally easier, you should totally do free range, and you don't have to worry about corrals and stuff, and then I actually do free range, and it's like, nothing works. They don't eat food unless I'm physically present.
They're all idiots.
They're utter fools.
They're buffoons, Your Honor. I just went back and fixed a name mishap on Discord.
Oh no, what'd you do?
Because you know how when you type names in on a server, it'll try and autofill who you're pinging? Yeah, sometimes you'll get like the weirdest autofills that aren't anywhere near a name just because they happen to share like a few random letters.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Did I have anything here? I had chickens, right?
Like, I was trying to put someone named Tessellated Sunlight, and then Discord auto-filled me as IDS. It's like, yeah, I was halfway typing the entire word Tessellated Sunlight, and yeah, I totally meant IDS. Thank you, Discord, for just doing that on my behalf.
Weird. I'm intentionally ignoring all the carrots now that Biddy isn't here to make fun of me for it.
The carrots shall sit unsat. Unsnatched.
There. Districts there. I don't remember if I actually have any use for these guys, but I'm just putting them in storage anyways.
What, elder hens?
Yeah, I think they just count as like generic meat food without any... I don't think there's any slime that has a preference for them.
Hmm.
Like, they don't do anything, but I don't think they count against a coop's breeding population.
Hmm.
One, two, three.
You know, when I first announced the rewrite, I was like, it's like, okay guys, we're gonna wait until season 5 is finished. And now I'm sitting here having not yet finished season 5. And I'm like over halfway through the entire 40-part series rewrite.
I've had the same thing with Rusted Chain, where it's like, I'm gonna wait until I finish Wild Story and Time Story before I start on the actual LU stuff. And I did not realize how utterly massive said stories would become. So now I'm sitting here with a good, like, few thousand words just of the LU stuff that I don't have any real use for. And, like, I know that by the time that I get around to actually, like, being able to publish it, I'm not gonna like it anymore, and I'm gonna want to rewrite it.
Oh, fun.
What was I doing? Yes, exploring. Now, I don't remember...
It was more like I overestimated, I underestimated how much writing juice I was going to be on.
Oof.
I was thinking, there's no way that I'm going to be able to finish season 5 and rewrite. And then I did. And now it looks like and now there's like a non-zero chance that I may finish the rewrite faster than I finish season 5.
What? Oh, hey, it's the,
I hear jingly bells.
Yeah, I forgot I got a new skin for the Lucky Cat.
Yeah. What is that creature?
It is a lucky slime. If you feed it meat, it gives you coinage. And then sometimes it just vanishes.
Can you yoink it?
No, you cannot yoink it.
An unyoinkable slime.
It's made of magic.
Oh, okay. It's made of capitalism.
It's made of capitalism and magic, yes.
You know, like all the ideal mythological creatures. Any folklore creature that boils down to some variation of can give you infinite wealth is just very funny to me.
Why is that? Just because the, like, inherent oddness of a mythical creature being, like, capitalism. Commerce.
Yeah.
I guess I always chalk it up to gold has weird properties, and often creatures like that are able to, like, know what it is that is valuable.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
I guess. If I must.
If there must be logic to this world other than magic and capitalism.
See, all I'm doing right now is just exploring the world without any real destination, because I have no idea where the Gordo Slime is going to be. It could be literally anywhere on the map.
Random generation?
Not random. It's placed there by the developers. They just don't tell you where it is.
Oh, okay.
It's like a scavenger hunt kind of thing.
Okay.
Thankfully, once you get pretty near it, you'll be able to hear the music change. And the area it's in is, like, it's big. Like, it's not something you can easily miss. If you're in the area, you'll notice it. The trick is just getting to the right area.
We're actually in the last in-universe day of ORP Season 5. The rest of that book is just the last day in that book.
I hear it. No, that's a party, Gordo. You're not what I need. I need to find food for it.
The final in-story day of the season. How many chapters will it take for me to write out just the one day?
Oh god, yeah.
Who even knows? Certainly not me. Because a lot of shit happens on that day.
Wild Story is about 60,000 words now, and it's all within the span of about 10 days.
God fucking bless.
Like, I'm incapable of just saying, and then they went to this location. Like, I have to talk about, like, the whole trip in detail.
Yeah. The final in-story day of the season is just so narratively dense, because on the DSMP, that day was the first season finale they ever had.
Oh, goodness.
And it was one of the first, like, majorly scripted events they did.
Yeah.
Because they'd done a lot of...
I didn't realize we were only just now reaching the actual canon.
So, like, we were in canon already. Like, as soon as we hit the first L'Manberg War, we were already in canon. It's just a lot of this stuff was improv, and they only really started doing script writing at around the point that I'm in now.
Okay.
In Orb.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. I think this game day was, like, it might have been the first event they did that had a full script. Like, people had stage directions and shit.
Yeah.
And none of the lines are scripted. The lines are, like, directed but improv.
Yeah, no, like, I actually really like that setup of, like, here's what you need to do in general, but the details of it are up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically how they do it on the Dream SMP.
So yeah, in addition to the, like, 2-week-long Winter Wonderland thing, there's also, every weekend, they have a party Gordo, which gives you ornaments. I don't actually have any use for the ornaments, but I can't just ignore them because I'm me.
The shinies, you just gotta get the shinies.
I gotta.
You just gotta.
Have you seen, there's a play that I somewhat recently discovered called Spies Are Forever. It's a parody, basically, of James Bond films.
Oh.
It's made by, not directly by, but most of the people from StarKid. And it's got that sense of humor. But it's also, like, it's a story about a closeted homosexual spy in the middle of the Cold War.
Neat.
And it's, like, it's not just implied or shied away from. It's like, yes, this is a major part of the actual plot and character. But it is also still a comedy. And during one song, there's just, like, a guy who's acting as, like, a backup, sort of. But his line is just, you gotta. And that was just replaying on repeat in my head. The moment you said, you gotta.
Just the instant flashbacks.
Really is. And one of these days, I do need to get a new mask that isn't as itchy. And maybe actually has, like... oh, what's the word? Lenses.
Proper face holes.
Yeah. No, like... because I've already got proper face holes. That's the issue. I don't want proper face holes. I want something that covers up my eyes. The reason for that is super petty. I have very blue eyes, like weirdly blue eyes, and it is the only thing that anyone notices or comments on ever. Like, if I get any kind of compliment, it is always, you have really blue eyes, or you have, you know, your eyes are very pretty, or something like that. And it's like, yes, I know, I've been hearing that for about 20 years now. Thank you.
I think it's a thing that, like, blue-eyed people are psychologically scarier
Really?
to other humans.
I've never heard of that before.
It's because the eye contact in lighter colored eyes is more magnified.
Well, I don't make eye contact pretty much ever.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, people do tend to treat me as if I'm, like, really intimidating. But I guess I always chalk that up to I'm tall and I'm rather large. Like, even without considering the fact that I'm just straight up fat, I'm rather big boned. So I just have a very, like, physically large presence.
Just a unit.
I am an absolute unit. I'm not completely happy about this, but it is the truth. I found 2 different Gordos now that I don't necessarily care about.
2 big boys.
And all these guys. Good lord. So these guys, for anyone who does not know, are called tars. And they happen when a Largo slime, which is a mixture of 2 different slimes, eats a plort, or one of those little, like, diamond-shaped things, from a 3rd type of slime. They're basically what happens when a slime tries to be 3 different types of slime. 2 different types of slime is okay. Once they hit 3, they turn into a giant abominable monster.
Once they hit 3, God punishes them for their hubris.
Correct. Alright, feeding these guys once will... Yep, it marks them on the map now, so I can come back to it if I want to. Backtrack and see if I can find that, rock Gordo again. The big blue guy. No recollection where that was. Yep.
There he is.
Alright, we've checked out most of the Indigo Quarry. I think there's a little bit more we haven't looked at. Come on.
Oh. I am being called away.
Oh no!
I am being called away. I must duck out.
Are you leaving permanently or just for a bit? Unknown?
Indeterminate time.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I will dip out. But good luck on your mystery hunt.
The luck is appreciated. See you in a bit, I hope.
Eat.
Now that Aenor has, possibly, temporarily ducked/dipped out, which apparently just means dumped. If there's anyone in the chat who is willing to, well, chat, that would be highly appreciated so that I can actually have something to go off of rather than just kind of talking to the abyss. Hello, Elfvam? Elfvam? Elfvam. It's the first time here. Wait. There we go. Looks like there's another pathway to the, ancient ruins area. Which you can tell by the change in music. Looks like that's the whole of the Indigo Quarry search. Thankfully there's a teleporter back here that'll bring me back to my ranch. And then I'm gonna try and search the rest of the... Is this the right way? I hope so. Search the rest of the Coral Reef area. Or not the Coral Reef area, the jungle area. There we go. Make sure my slimes are all topped off. Have some carrots, I guess. These farms are producing far more food than I know what to do with. Like, I want to add more slimes to the corrals, but I'm worried that they're going to try and break out. But at the same time, like, what else am I supposed to do with all these vegetables? But then again, I guess it's not really a problem, because I just ended up, like, tossing them in. I guess it's not really a problem if some of them rot away, just because of the amount of excess that I have. I think I have storage for these here somewhere. There we go. Carrots and something for a focus. Has them for stony hands, I think. Or not. Or maybe I'll just launch it back in here. One moment. Have a carrot, I guess. These get some more food. You guys need to calm down. That didn't work. So how y'all's doing tonight? Anyone here missed my explanation as to what the whole deal with all this is going on is? That was a sentence that I said. Look, whatever. If I talk for more than like 10 minutes, my grammar just disappears, so. I guess that wouldn't really count as grammar. Grammar. I think that would count as conjugation. Here a few minutes ago. Alright, well, our goal is to find what is called a Gordo Slime, which is a giant slime. And they appear during the winter event that is going on right now. And if I find them and feed them food, they will give me little, well, little jingle bells, I guess. Little musical instruments. And I don't necessarily have a use for them, but it's just a good reason for me to be back on here again. There's more to the actual game, but if there's anything at all that you don't understand, just go ahead and ask me. I can assure you, your ask will not be eaten up by chat, because there's not much of one right now. I am open for questions, even if they aren't super relevant, because I have nothing else to talk about right now. On OBS. Looks a little bit better, I think. There we go. So right now I'm just doing kind of like inventory management, just general ranch management. Obviously not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's necessary just to keep things running. Run these ports back to the main storage area. Oh yeah, the sound effects and like sound design in general for this game is amazing, which I'm really grateful for, because otherwise, like, it wouldn't be nearly as fun to just sit and listen to me, you know, shoot vaguely shaped objects into a storage container. Once the winter event is done, I am thinking of doing maybe Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's either that or Far Cry Primal or whatever that Lord of the Rings game was called. I think Shadow of War, yeah? Probably Odyssey. I think that'll give me more to talk about. Odyssey. Far Cry Primal might actually be a better candidate, though. Because I can actually complete that within a reasonable amount of time. As in, it won't take me like 18 years to do so. Only, you know, about 7. I'm not actually very good at video games. I'm aware of that. I've been playing them for most of my life, and I'm still not exactly what you would call skilled. I'm alright with that, though. It's still... I mean, the whole point of it is to have fun, you know? Oof, yeah. No, I quite enjoy games that take a while to finish. Part of the reason why I could never get into Undertale was... I honestly don't think it's a game I would enjoy. I don't think it's something I would have fun with. I think I would just end up feeling sad at the end. That, plus by the time that I actually got around to the point of, like, maybe being able to buy it, the hype had died out and had gone back to being, like, ridiculous and cringy, and people were saying things that I wish I had never heard, and that sort of thing. I'm still not entirely certain what the, cultural consensus on Undertale is now. I don't know if it's allowed to be cool or not. Stop making a mess. This is what happens when a constant need for tidiness runs into animals that act like animals. Yeah, I've heard a lot about people, like, looking into the game's code and stuff to find, like, secret characters and all that, which... I guess I never really understood that, like... I can't imagine, like, playing a game and playing it to its completion and then feeling like it's, you know, there's more, I need to find out more, there's other stuff that's hidden there that isn't just, like, part of the lore you've already explored. And that's coming from someone who tends to, you know, really dive deep into the aforementioned, you know, lore that's provided. Because they generally feel that, like, you can get a lot from just that. Which is not to say that I have anything against it, it's more of a matter of, like, I think it's fascinating, and I think it's interesting, and I can't see myself ever getting into it personally. You know? Oh, heck. I forgot to tend to my, quantum slimes. They're probably not going to be happy about that. No, it's not the way I need to go. It's just the way I need to go. Oh, that's the wrong container. Oops. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Come on then. There we go. Teleporter. So the teleporter can be created, be used to create your own quick travel link. Gray teleporter. Same description. Warp depot. Set 2 gadgets that allow you to remotely transfer resources between 2 points. Ah! Do I even have a storage space for these? Not sure I do. Oh, and then these little guys, of course. Oh. New slime lamp. A decorative lamp housing a happy slime. Seems a bit mean to just put him in a lamp like that. I've heard there's not a lot of living space in there. Jokes. Grab some of these for the road. No, I've got normal pogo fruits, I think. You guys grab the rest of these. If you don't explode them, you know. Let's see where the... I'm awake. I can do words good. Carrots. And do we have normal pogo fruits? We do not. It's alright. Wait, do I even need these? I don't think I actually do. I think I'm gonna take one of each in case I need to, like, mark off. Because if you feed a Gordo or a giant slime once, then it'll mark it on your map. So you have to feed it all the way in order to get the stuff from it. But as soon as you feed it once, then it marks it on your map and you can find it again. So I'm taking one of each food type, i.e. vegetable, fruit, and meat, to bring with me in case I run into something that I want to mark off on the map. Alrighty, there are still areas of the, I can't remember what the exact name of it is. Moss Blanket, that's what it is. Still areas of the Moss Blanket that I haven't yet explored. So I'm gonna want to check them out to see if there's the, Winter Wonderland what's-it thing there. So once I'm near enough, I'll be able to hear it. And they're in a pretty big area, so I shouldn't be able to miss it. In theory. I found it! love it! Let's get rid of these. Oh man, this is gonna take a few trips. Oh, there's a oh, that's fantastic. So there's like a temporary teleporter here so I can come back. That's really useful. I feel like it's playing a tune, but I don't recognize what the tune is. This is so pretty. Oh, I love this. Oh man, I love this. I don't want to take it down. It's just so nice looking. Alright, so you've got like a little purple thing and then a blue crescent moon. An orange like fire thing. Bonk, 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 bonk. Man, this is noisy. Hope it's two-way. It is! Okay. I was very worried there for a second. Yes, music go bonk, 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 bonk. There's one up there, I guessed. Oh wow, there's a bunch up here. I'll see if I can bring these guys back into the main little thing here. Huh? Oh. Whoops. Wrong storage. Let's try that again. Oh, I dented my mouse, didn't I? I've gone and dented my face. See if there's any stragglers that I missed. Oh, doesn't look like it. Should grab some of these petal slimes. I think I needed some for the, one of my, what's the words? So I had a second pond in one of my areas. Would definitely call that a success. Particularly musical success as well. Man, that was cool. And there's one of these every single day up until the holidays, so... Oh, you're a musician. That's cool. I have tried to learn about music. I know I went in knowing that I didn't have any musical talent, but I cannot read sheet music. I don't know anything about notes. I got nothing. I'll probably have to do some research off screen. See if I can come up with some fancy little tunes. Play around with the chimes. I do know that this symbol means flat and that this symbol means sharp. I don't know what the difference between the two is or why there's sharp and flat versions of notes. If you put those C, E, and G chimes together, it'll make a pretty chord. Which ones? There's flat and there's sharp ones. I'll just do the normal ones, I guess. C and then E. Have I got an E? Yes, I do. And then G. So do I just put them all like in one spot or do I like line them up? Just do one spot. Oh, that does sound nice, doesn't it? Well, they sound like separately then. That is pretty. Oh, that's cool. Huh. You can't tell, but I'm smiling under here. That's neat. Oh. They do a little shake. C major chord. So what determines the name? Like, is there names for every single like combination of notes? Like, what makes a note? What makes it a chord? Sorry, it's possible that you don't know and are not, or aren't looking to be a teacher, but so don't feel that you need to answer my questions if you don't wish to. I could probably decorate this. You are a teacher. Well, fair enough then. Man, my shoulder's hurting. Oh, that's terribly inconvenient, isn't it? Suppose I can also just wait for the actual fruits to drop off rather than yanking them from the tree. Right now, I'm just running around yeeting decorations onto things. It looks... It could be better. F, A, and C. So are there like an unlimited amount of chords, or is it only a chord if it actually sounds nice? So if there is an unlimited amount, then how do you determine what the name of it is? Is there like a formula? Or is it only like, only the ones that are actually used and sound nice have names? Is a formula that's complicated, yeah. That makes sense. Generally when there's a formula for something like that, that's as complex as that, it's gonna have to be complicated. F is... I like that. What if we... And then... At this point, I'm just messing around. That's all I'm doing. It's interesting because they sound like it's just like doo-doo, like it's not anything complicated, but it is. Like it sounds like a single note, but it's, as you can see by the chaotic flickering, it's not. Like it's like if it's a single note but with like an echo to it, even though it doesn't last any longer. Huh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So it's just like it's a note, but it's a complicated note. Is there, so are there more, is it just a matter of I don't have all the notes, or is it a matter of like some of them don't have sharps and some of them don't have flats? So, wait, is the organization of what counts as a note and what counts as a sharp or flat version of another note is completely arbitrary? Because, I mean, on this one hand, that sounds ridiculous, but on the other hand, that sounds like something that would happen in real life. Hooray. Oh no. I don't know if I should apologize or not. I mean, I think it's good that I have a soothing voice. It was a good sleep. Well, I'll count that as a good then. Let's see, an octave is 8 notes, but a sharp flat is 4. That sounds completely nonsensical and weird, but it also makes some sense-ish. See, this is the point at which my brain just stops, like, processing things. Like, I think my brain at some point decided that I was not allowed to learn music. And once it gets to a certain point, it's just like, nope, I'm not going to learn. Despite the fact that with most topics, I get to this point and I become fascinated and want to learn more, and I'm able to learn more. At this point, it's just going like, no, nope, nope, nope. Which is a bummer, because this is really fascinating. So if that's the case, then why don't the individual notes all just have their own letter names? Like, I feel that, like, that would just be easier. Or is it one of those, like, we've been doing it this way for ages, so we're just gonna stick to it, because that's what everyone's familiar with? I'll take your word for it on that. I guess that makes sense. So it's more of like a shorthand than it is like an official thing. I do words good. Excuse me, Googly Fashion Pod. I need to investigate this immediately. It costs 9,000 coins. And you can just put Googly Eyes on a slime. Is Googly Eyes worth 9,000 coins? Yeah, it is, isn't it? God damn it. I don't have 9,000 coins. Also, I think I'd have to buy that for the individual slimes, since I don't have a way of... Like, I don't think that's, like, something you can just get. I think that's something you have to do, like, for each individual slime. I mean, I could be wrong, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. Oh, it makes infinite! Oh, that's definitely worth 9,000 then. Where am I going? You know, I don't think Aenor's coming back. Goofy slimes. Go grind that capitalism with best girl. Who is best girl? Ah yes, Mochi. That's fair. I think it's more likely that they got called away to do something. How long has this been running? A little under 2 hours. That sounds about right. I will say, your assessment might actually be correct, seeing as I didn't start writing like a madman until around the time I met them, so... Why did I think this was a good idea? I have so many cute berries. Let's investigate the stocks. Those are a pretty good price. That's at a really good price. And looks like honey, phosphor, and rock slimes are at a good price. So are quantums. I think that sounds good. Rock, phosphor, honey, and quantum. Should we do... Yeah, no, let's do quantum. There's different types of slime, and the different types of slime make different types of plorts, and you can sell the plorts for different amount of money, and the amount of money you can sell them for changes based on the fluctuation of stocks, which is really, really complicated, and I wish it wasn't as complicated as it is. So I was looking at the stocks to see what I could sell for a lot of money, and I can sell quantum plorts for a lot of money, and quantum plorts come from quantum slimes, which are called that because reasons. So I'm going down here to obtain the quantum plorts so I can sell them for many money. And then when I have all the money, I can make googly eyes. Dubious Doorman, I quite like that username. I haven't reached billions yet, but that is a yet, because chances are if I keep playing this, I probably will. It makes me think of like a very like tall and menacing like hotel concierge. So, yeah, exactly. Actually, before I continue on with the stonks, I am going to have to briefly dip out and see a man about. Stop stealing my freaking leeches. Those aren't easy to get, you know. And I was an absolute fool, because I grabbed Oreos to perhaps snack on, and I completely forgot I was going to have something covering my face. Do you know that there's actually, people actually still use medical leeches to this day? They're only for a very specific use, which is reattaching fingers. I won't go into detail unless you want me to, because it's I mean, it's not gruesome, it's just, you know, detailed. Alright. Well, when reattaching a finger, you need to have all the blood out of the finger, but it's hard to drain it without damaging the tissue. So what they'll do is they'll stick a leech on it, because leeches can actually drain without, like, causing much or any damage. Because they've actually had, like, you know, a ridiculous amount of time to evolve to be the perfect blood draining machines. And so they'll use that to get the blood out of the finger before they reattach it, and then just let the body, you know, put all the blood back in. You're welcome. I have much more where that came from. Most of it to do with, wildlife. If anyone follows Casual Geographic, then you will know what I'm talking about. If not, good for you, and don't make the mistake I did. There are times where learning isn't the best. Or rather, you wish you could unlearn what you had learned. Instead, I carry the burden of knowledge. And boy, is it a burden. I wouldn't say morbid, more just horrifying, and you will never look at said animal the same way again. The only reason I'm as chipper about it as I am is a mixture of that's how I deal with things, and also I've had a lot of time to process it. Yeah, that's fair. That's the wrong one. Oops, I'm so loud. Yeah, I will say that doesn't work on my immediate family because they've just gotten so used to me. Case in point, the other day my dad and I were driving back from something other, and there was someone running a bonfire, and we live in a, I wouldn't say a completely urban area, but we live near a town, so it was a bit weird to see someone just have a fire in their backyard. And my dad was like, no, it's you know, it's fairly normal. You know, they're just burning, you know, leftover wood. Pause. He's like, you know, either that or they're burning a witch. And it's as a joke. And I'm immediately like, no, it wouldn't be a burning. It's too wide of a pile. You want to have the fire more condensed and like directed. You know, you don't want to have it, you know, widen out like that, or else it's not going to burn as quickly or efficiently. And he just nodded and went back to driving without saying anything else, like I had just, like, commented on the weather. And I'm just sitting here like, God, I'm lucky. Also, boy, I have really conditioned these people, huh? Then to be fair, it is also a little bit their fault, considering my mom and I used to watch, get burned at the stake, just couldn't either way. I really would. I'm the person who, like, you know, critiques a villain on how they're killing me, or like, you know, that's such a tacky way of doing it, or like insult their fashion or something. So it's like, man, can you be more cliche? And it's like, either the only situation I really would. I'm so bad at that. Like, I have such a hard time not correcting people's grammar or spelling, even though I know that's like, you know, on the one hand, it's like the reason that kind of stuff is such a big deal and even exists is a very like elitist thing, and it's like, you know, making sure that people talk the right way. But at the same time, it makes me go so crazy when I hear, you know, when I see someone like write a lot as one word or mess up their theirs and theirs, and it's like, I shouldn't care, but I do. I really am. I don't want to be. I don't my shirt. I'd rather not. It's not something I'm proud of. I have all the requirements here for being the most pretentious jerk. Like, I didn't have a weeaboo phase. I had an Anglophile phase. Yeah. History teachers are gonna, yeah. I have watched 2 animes, or, well, I guess 3 if you count, because my dad likes, Dragon Ball Z, and so I watched that with him when I was younger. But that was pretty much it. Is that not what you, is that not right? Am I saying it wrong? Is anime the plural as well? No, I don't! I actively said I don't! To be fair, I've also been obsessed with Pokemon for my entire life, and I still call them Pokemons, just to annoy people. Like, my primary special interest since as long as I can remember has always been Doctor Who. And I will refer to the main character as Doctor Who, despite him never ever being referred to as that, just to annoy people. I am my own worst enemy. I am the kind of person that I hate. Oh gosh, what was right? I was gonna get the googly eyes. Oh yeah, if you stab me, you'll never get the googly eyes. Oh, were you not here for the googly eyes? Yeah, that's why I was selling all that stuff so I could get a googly eye fashion pod. I could get a galactic fashion pod, but the googly one, I'm gonna need a bunch of other materials. Deep brine. Oof. So deep brine can be obtained only in the coral reef using a pump. Hexacomb can be obtained using an apiary, and it's a tier 2 drop. Royal jelly can only be found using an apiary, and it's a tier 3 drop. Yeah, googly eyes are not going to happen tonight, but they will happen. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this hopefully daily until the holidays come up, and when they do, I'm not going to be doing streams because I'm probably going to be very tired out by the actual like holiday stuff. But I can definitely start working on these. I need apiaries and I need drills. I think I can get more advanced versions of those. Oh, no, it looks like I already bought those. I am going to get some boom plort so I can get the galactic fashion pod one. Cheerios, galactic fashion pod. Ah, yeah. So just get once. How does that work then? Do I have to like... is this a permanent install? Oh, I forgot to have this one still running. Who gets this? I haven't decided who's gonna get this then. Yeah, apiaries have to go in the moss blanket. I think these guys are gonna get it, because they've got that vibe already. So how does this work? Install. Oh, do I have to like, Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh my goodness! Oh, this is fantastic! I'm dying of radiation. Who cares? This is amazing! Yes! 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 This is, oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! This is the best! I love this! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm losing it. I've lost it. I'm not even losing it. I have already lost it. I love this so much. Yes. Yes. Jedi army of slimes. Yes. Yes. Oh, is there one I missed? There's one I missed. Come here. No, not you. There we go. Come on. There we go. I need to empty this out, I think. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Which, if you're wondering, I am aware that I have a supervillain laugh. I'm kind of proud of it. They rise. I've given the slimes lightsabers. I'm so happy right now. You gave it a lightsaber. I gave it a lightsaber. I lost it. Oh my god, I need to buy all of these. How many more are there? Those are the only ones? That's oh. Okay, how much to get the oh, that requires so much too. What? No, I just want oh. Okay, let's see. Okay. Not gonna worry about that. I am gonna worry about this. So I need oops. So I need pumps and I need apiaries. Duty is paid. Do I not have the... I guess I haven't made enough pumps yet. Okay, so for the apiaries, I don't need to put them in any specific place. So I'm going to put them around here so that they don't have a chance of collecting the region-specific stuff. Which hopefully will increase their drop table for... or their drop chance for the stuff I want. And then for the pumps, I'm just going to go into the first, like, starting area for the coral reef. Or coral... what is it? Oh, that's the wrong button. Does it not say? It's got a name, I just don't remember what it is. Dry reef, that's what it is. I knew it was some kind of reef. I don't know. I imagine you can only do one fashion pod, but I'm absolutely gonna try and find out. Alright, so these take 12 minutes. I'm gonna actually set a timer on my phone. I will say, I have absolutely no idea how much longer I'm gonna be going for. It entirely matters on how long I have the energy to do this. So if I get to a point where I'm feeling that I'm tired out and don't think that I can kind of keep this up, then I will drop out, but until then I'm just going to keep going. upgrade. I mean, they've already got the little, like, visor thing that... I mean, it looks like the, I don't remember what it's called, the, like, power detector thing from Dragon Ball. Mario, screw this. Monocle covers one eye, we need both eyes. That's fair. Again, I have no idea whether or not I'm able to do that. I highly doubt it, otherwise you'd probably just be able to, like, keep stacking them on top of each other. Here. There we go. Yes, very painful and radioactive Jedis. Radiation is the force. Okay. Ah! Sorry, I have timers reminding me that it's late and I need to consider sleeping soon. So what's our next goal then? Obviously, our primary goal right now is getting more fashion pods. Oh, what are we considering? And what are we disregarding? What? Anyways. Yes. Consider and then disregard sleep. Yes. Sleep for the week. God, I wish. I am very weak, and that's why I can't sleep, because I spend too much time on my freaking phone. To the point where I actually have, like, active sleep problems that may or may not be leading to my weight gain and depression. So, I'd say it's the other way around. Weak is for those with some actual, like, motivation and willpower. Not to make this too deep, but... Did you not know that? I mean, I doubt it's like led to it directly, but it's definitely not helping. Especially considering it's the only time of day where I'm left alone completely with nothing else but my own thoughts. Charlie Horse. Who came up with the name Charlie Horse anyways? Like, hey, you know that thing where your body is just randomly in excruciating pain? Let's name it after a horse. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe there was just some guy named Charlie who had a horse that was just an absolute asshole and kept kicking people. And was like, this feels like this is so bad. It feels like getting kicked by Charlie's horse. What does that even mean? No, it was trying. Ah! No! Made a mess. Dorman, you've distracted me and I've made a mess. This is all your fault, obviously. It's definitely not on me. It was actually Charlie's horse. It was always Charlie's horse. I honestly can't tell if you're making this up anymore, because it sounds like the kind of stuff that people would be like, oh yeah, this is definitely a thing that happened. No, of course you aren't. Yeah, yeah, this might as well happen at this point. Everyone knows. There are times where I wish they weren't, especially when I'm getting slobbered all over by one. I used to work at a volunteer farm, and we had to help rear baby cows, which everyone else thought was the cutest thing ever, and they loved doing it, and I hated it. Because they would not stop slobbering and biting everything. Like, I guess they were kind of cute, but there's a certain point at which it doesn't matter how cute something is, you don't want to put your hands anywhere near their mouth. So yeah, maybe my eyes lied to me, but that slobber did not lie. That's filled up. Ah! Are we really back on the skeleton war again? Are we really doing this again? Like, I have no objection per se. It's just like, really? This again? Is that where we're at? I'm not even, you know what, I'm gonna recognize that statement is there, and I'm just going to put it in a box and leave it there. The statement about cow bones, that is. I'm glad you two are having fun. To anyone else that might be present, assuming there is anyone else present. I'm so sorry. Oh, if you just mean gelatin, then that makes more sense. I don't actually know the last time I ate something with gelatin in it. Oh yeah, oh, wait, no, wait. I lie. I've eaten marshmallows lately. the... God. I have a minor pain in my foot and it leads to a conspiracy theory. God. Goats, obviously. Just really, really big goats. And Charlie's single horse, which exists in a perpetual state of being everywhere that there is anything resembling a domesticated ungulate. Wait, what has beards? Do cows have beards? I thought that was just a goat's thing. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here either. Wait, what slime? They don't have, do they have beards? They don't have beards. They have tusks. See? Tusks. Aren't they cute? These guys are my favorite. Look at their dumb little faces. Aren't they so cute? I like your horse emoji. What is that? What is that, man? What? Ah. It's crying, man. Sing me a song, you're the crying man. That wasn't even singing. Alright, I think we've lost the doorman. They've devolved into emojis. Ah. I suppose that's fair. I pretty much constantly make little puns and jokes like that, and it's really a shot in the dark whether or not anyone will hear them, and if they do, whether or not they'll actually appreciate them. Also, most of the time, the jokes tend to be, incredibly pretentious in some way or another. I don't actively try to be pretentious or be oh, I'm so much smarter than you because I know about something or other. But on the other hand, it's also fun to make jokes about, the classics and whatnot. And just be kind of hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Especially if it's in, a fanfiction or the like. No one expects a reference to the Odyssey in a Legend of Zelda fan fiction. What? Why are you only using poop emojis? I feel like I'm being insulted in some way. That's slightly more appreciated. Is that the guy from the buff guy with weird monster, the buff guy anime that I definitely remember the name of? Heck. I told you I never had an anime phase! Yeah, that one. I had a friend named Emily, who tried very, very hard to get me into that particular show, and we couldn't get past the first few episodes because she didn't tell me that the dog died, and I was full on bawling. And after that, I just kind of stopped trying to watch because I was just so sad the dog died in like such a legitimately horrific way. Alright, could you at some point at least tone down the emojis? Okay, that's just mean. Now you're just being mean, and now you're making fun of me, which I legitimately do not appreciate. Please stop. Thank you. I don't handle... Okay, that's fair. But if you aren't familiar with the show, the dog dies because it was trapped in an active furnace. So you putting up candles was not a good reaction. Yeah, do you see why I was a bit unhappy about that? I've never been good at handling animal death, even if it is fictional, and I was rather younger. I mean, not like young, but younger than I am, and didn't have quite as much of a handle on dealing with that. So, yeah. Yeah. No, it's... The reaction was fine, it was just in this particular circumstance, it was probably the worst reaction you could have provided. But you can also imagine why I was so, like, actually heartbroken, because it was just such a messed up way to die. Where am I going? Here we go. What? Okay. I don't... Do I want to know what that means? No, the died like a hamster bit. Are hamsters known for dying in furnaces? Yeah, that's fair. No, there are other ones? Wrong button. Map. No, there were not other ones I missed it out. Okay. I had a pet hermit crab for a while, and there was a good while there where I legitimately thought it was haunting me, because I kept hearing a clicking noise from the other room where its now empty tank was, and it sounded the exact same as like it clicking on or like tapping at the glass of the cage. Months and months later, I found out that it was a CD player I had that had been turned on and left on without a CD in it, so it was clicking and trying to play the CD that wasn't there. But I honestly, like, honest to God, thought I was being haunted by a dead hermit crab, and I did not know how to process that. Nose pump. Tabby plort and phosphor. I think I was also like 12 or 13 at the time, so. I think that's a fairly reasonable age for thinking something is haunting you. Hey, there we go, advanced bump. The waves? Is this like a euphemism I'm not familiar with? Tiny waves. That, you know what, that's fair. Like high and low frequency stuff? What? Huh? Show what money? Also, hi, Cake Naughty. I think Dorman is having a minor breakdown in chat. No, Dorman, it wasn't vibrations. It was a CD player I'd left on. Okay, that's fair. I honestly wouldn't be bothered if you were. I tried weed a grand total of 1 time, and it was not a pleasant experience. Yeah, same here. I don't want to get drunk for fear that I end up being, like, a violent drunk. And the weed was just, like, it definitely did something, but all it really did was make me feel, like, tired and unhappy. And my eyes itched so badly. Like, that was the only thing I could focus on. Which was weird, because my eyes weren't even red. I didn't look like I was high. I just felt like crap. I mean, I'm glad I did it, because if I didn't, I would end up being, like, super curious about it for ages. And I did it within a controlled environment with someone else there to keep an eye on me. It just was like, why do people do this? No, it wasn't a bad batch. I can assure you it was not a bad batch, because it was, the person who it belonged to, it worked on just fine. It was most likely a matter of, it was my first time doing it, and some people just don't react well to it. Yeah. So yeah, while the pumps and extractors or whatever are going, I'm going to... yes, it does. This is kind of how my brain works normally, except at an even faster pace. This is me actually, like, making an effort to kind of stay on topic somewhat. Oh, thank you. That is a highly appreciated compliment. I take great pride in being an interesting person to talk to. So yeah, while we are waiting for the extractors and whatnot to run, I am going to keep exploring the Lost Ruins, and then the what are they called? The secondary area, the desert area. Oh yeah, it's really pretty music, isn't it? The whole, like, what's the actual name for it? Ancient Ruins. The whole Ancient Ruins area is just fantastic. Are you sure it's not piano? It sounds like piano. I mean, there's definitely a string instrument in there somewhere, but... Huh. I don't know enough about instruments. I've got one of those at home. I don't actually know why we have it or how we have it. Yeah, one of those. It's weird because no one in my house knows how to play the piano. Yeah, I can get that. I don't really like skills where your only measurement of progression is how well you can mimic something, I guess. And that's kind of always what music has felt like to me. And, you know, it's possible I just didn't have very... not just piano. I mean, I never really tried to learn piano because I just did not enjoy music at all as a kid. And so it was just never something I really looked into as an adult. I mean, music theory interests me. Like, you know, how it works and why it works. But the actual playing of it it doesn't appeal to me. Well, no, it didn't until fairly recently. Specifically when I started getting interested in the Legend of Zelda series. Did I already get this one? Because all of a sudden there was a music that I actually was interested in mimicking and wanting to try and copy. Well, I don't have any interest in composing music. Because it just... I have never once in my life had an idea for a song or for music. Like, I just never before have I had any reason to want to play an instrument or to be able to play an instrument. And, like, for the first time in my life, I actually do. Which is pretty cool. I feel like I'm okay with the skills I do focus on, though, which are writing and drawing. And I feel like I've put quite a lot of time and effort into, honing those skills. And now I'm trying to put time and effort into performing, Which mostly due to my lifelong social anxiety, I never really had a reason to learn how to perform. But I've spent so long having to perfect, how to talk, how to interact with people, how to, make people listen to you, or rather trying to avoid talking too much, which that part is no longer helpful. That stuff that for most people is just something or something you have to know. For me was a skill I had to practice at. So it's really nice that I can actually use that as a skill now, rather than just something I have to know. Ah. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm gonna do that now. I don't have any specific goal. I mean, maybe, like, look for Gordos, but I'm just kind of hanging out. Oh. Oh, you want fruit. Okay. So that's marked off. I also want to look for the map. Guys. Aw, so sweet. Making me feel very happy. Aw. I do have other viewers, you know. I mean, very, very few, but still, it is very highly appreciated. I think it's a little bit too late. I mean, Cake Naughty and Biddy and the likes have been here for a bit longer. I think both of you only just showed up this stream, and I've been doing this for a few months now. Oh, hello. Some believes it's what lies at the end of the rainbow. Totally disappointing. I think it's quite nice. How dare. I suppose they didn't. What is this? Gilded ginger. Very few ranchers will ever read this. Okay. Where's Stephen Hobson? The last desert is a fascinating place, but you need to be on guard. At any moment, a dangerous solar anomaly could occur that'll cause all heck to break loose for a spell. You'll know it when you see it, and when you do, head for cover or risk burning your touches. Feet to the golden slime. So, wait, you're saying I have to just leave it in my inventory in the hopes of maybe possibly running into a golden slime? Occasionally, like... That's so annoying! Good chance here. If you say so. I have to waste one of my painted hens to mark this guy off. Nothing behind you. I'm pretty certain you can't. Hey, last map. Oh. Oh, that's adorable. Look at its stupid little eyes. I love it. Hi, little man. Oh. Oh. Right, it looks like we can't get past this area until we've got keys for it. But we've gone and marked off the Gordos, so now we can head back and stock up on the foods we need to get the goods from said Gordos. See if we can't run into a few more chickens on the way. If y'all see me slouching too much, let me know, because I am completely unaware of whether or not I'm slouching, and when I do, I end up like dipping almost completely off the camera. So if you see me sinking too low off of the camera, then let me know, so I can adjust my posture again. What does that mean? Am I a minor? I am not. Oh, well, that's a bit inconvenient. I need a fire slime anyways. So this is that solar anomaly that the message was talking about. For those of you who are not familiar with this game. Well, you'll see. Yeah, that happens. So I just gotta be careful with those sparks. No, fire slime. They're a bit like the puddle slimes, except you feed them ash rather than water. But this is the only time you can get them. You know, when the world is on fire. Ah. Sound good. If I see one, I'll try and feed it, like... Huh? On the stairs. Where am I going to? Yeah. I'm not even sure if it was here, because this place makes a lot of, like, high-pitched noises that sound a lot like the golden slimes jingling. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm not doubting that you did hear what sounded like a golden slime. I'm just uncertain whether or not it was the actual thing. It's alright. Yes, we did get 2 fire slimes. Arson slimes. I am not going to name them. In most games I would, but there's simply too many slimes and all of them are identical, so... I know. I'm not going to, but... There we go. Oh yeah, absolutely. The fire slimes and the puddle slimes are hard mode. What do you mean I saved so much stuff? More times than I'd like to admit. I'm one of those people who can't ever finish something. Okay, and that is actually, there's a reason for that. Shush. There's a reason for that. If you sell plorts every single day, the stock market will slowly and continuously drop. However, if you sell them in massive bursts, then it won't drop and will give you time to stock back up as the market climbs back up. So that way, when you sell them, you can sell them for the full price, rather than having to deal with like the partial and slow drop. That way, you also have a bunch of extra storage in case you, it's a video game, Dubious, it's a video game. It also gives you a bunch of extra storage so that if you need something for slime science, then you already have a ton of that thing on hand. To be fair, it's pretty evident that the market is being controlled by the company we work for, rather than us selling directly to the market. So it's likely that it's very possible it's behaving like that as an incentive for us to sell things in a certain way. Furthermore, we're not the only rancher here. So it's very possible that, you know, because they're selling things regularly, if we don't, we have an advantage. But I also don't know enough about how money works to confirm or deny that, so. I'm not expecting you to remember any of it. Like, I have to take notes to remember most of it. And this is a video game that I'm taking extensive notes for. Which, to be fair, I do that with most video games, but whatever. You should see my notes for Hyrule Warriors, because those are just ridiculous. I have spreadsheets. Plural spreadsheets. Like, so many spreadsheets. Oh, yeah, these guys are honey boom largos. because I think they look cool. Also, I like to mix any slimes that are dependent on meat with ones that are dependent on fruit or vegetables, so that way I can have a more steady food source for them. So I will then give them basically the leftovers from whatever chickadoos I have, because I like to keep them for various purposes. That sounds incredibly suspicious. I mean, like, for trading, and just because I think chickens are cool. So whenever I have too many of them that they stop breeding, whatever is left over I will give to whatever slime prefers them, and then they won't go bad like most foods will. Because they only age like that if they are counted as a breeding population. Yeah, I'm probably going to be heading out soon as well. There's pretty nearby a rad Gordo and a stone Gordo. So I think I'm going to get those and then call it good, which I think I'm going to need those, so yeah, I just need all these Oka-Okas and Heartbeat. I was like, I need about 40 or 50 for each. I'll just grab 50. Yeah, they are. They really are. Why are all of your emojis poops? It's a legitimate question, Dorman. So, yeah. That makes one of us, Alfem. If you say so. Why? just... Do I? I don't know if I do. Trees? We're too good for your jokes, Dormand. On the one hand, I am sad to see you leave, and I don't want to be making jokes of that. On the other hand, get out. See you then. Eh. Oh. Have to investigate that another time. Did you only just figure that out? Elfam, there's no one else here. To whom else could they possibly be referring to? Wait, you kept a typo in your username? Huh. To each their own, I suppose. That is actually pretty funny. Would you prefer Alvam then, or just because I've been referring to you as Alvam? So I guess that just ends up sounding like Alvam. Alias? That works. Yes, Al, not AI. Or is it AL? Like pronounced as AL. I think you're trying to say alien, but I'm uncertain. I've had someone refer to me as Captain twice now. It was two different people who had never met me before, in completely isolated incidents. Which I actually quite liked it. Like, I don't know why, just being called Captain sounds cool. It's not where those go. It's the SS Nunya, also known as the Nunya business. Don't call it a vote. Thank you. I thought you were making a pun. We've had enough of puns today. Although all the puns that were made were a bit shitty. That was just a joke because I couldn't think of anything better. If I had to have an actual ship name, it would be the SS Lovelace. Alrighty, I think that is about it. Can I go to the main menu a second? So yeah, hopefully I will be continuing this tomorrow. Hopefully Aenor will be there for the actual stream. Sorry Aenor. I plan to be doing this daily up until the event ends, so right around the holidays. I will not be streaming during the actual holidays themselves, i.e. Christmas Eve and Christmas, just due to family stuff will probably result in me being pretty tired. But otherwise, I do plan to do this daily, partially just to see if I can. There is a possibility I can't, and that I'll end up getting tired out and or a bit overwhelmed. So do be aware of that. Yeah, hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow.